So this is how Donald Trump leverages corporations. This is why corporations are so powerful. So you've probably seen him in the media lately for his tax returns being given over to the House. And it's really interesting to watch. But the corporation is so powerful because basically it was invented to be able to steal, to be honest. Like, that's why a corporation was invented. They'd be able to take risks and people would not be held personally liable. And so this basically is the strategy that Donald Trump and a lot of wealthy people use: trusts, corporations, S corps, just strategies. So basically, this is what happened with Trump. So I believe one of his first bankruptcies was personal. And, you know, he got the money from his dad and he probably just blew a lot of money fast. And, you know, he came to himself. So after that, you know, it's always people saying, oh, man, you filed bankruptcy a lot of times. Well, I believe he only filed, you can look this up, he only filed personal bankruptcy one time. The rest of those bankruptcies were corporate. So what happened is that he probably started a new business, had an idea, tried to validate it in the marketplace, and things didn't work out. So he ended up having to bankrupt the corporation. You know, he probably got some funding, some loans through the company, and he didn't want to be held personally liable, because why would he if he didn't have to? And so that's what he did. He probably just bankrupted the company. And I don't know for sure because I'm not on this advisor board, right? And I'm not on the inside circle, but this is what I know people do. So he probably bankrupted the corporation, and, you know, all those debt, they never affected him personally. So that's how powerful a corporation is, an S corp or LLC. And this is how, like, experts do business. You don't do business through a sole proprietorship. I had a grandmother who had, you know, a gospel shop, and it was a sole proprietorship. I found out when she got older, she developed Alzheimer's. They ran that business that whole time as a sole proprietorship. So a lot of tax advantages she couldn't take of, a lot of credit she couldn't get access to, just because she didn't have the knowledge to use some type of corporate structure and to be able to access financing. You know, it's a small thing. So we have access to that information now, you know, so I'm hoping that everybody's taking advantage of that. And we're not villainizing wealthy people because of the strategies that they use. They're available to you too. So businesses are favored by the U.S. tax code, and anybody can start a business. You know, so you can't be mad at anybody else because they're leveraging and taking advantage of the tax code. You know, and another thing is that with business, it's like a cheat code to life. You know, so I don't think that everybody has to be an entrepreneur, but I think that in every household there should be some type of business. You know, just because of the preferential tax treatment. So even if you just have a little MLM business on the side, or just a little, you know, online teaching business, whatever you do at your job, which I'm not down on jobs because jobs got me to, you know, the point that I'm at right now. If I didn't have jobs before that, if my mom didn't have a job, like, I would never have made, you know, so I'm not the person that's down on jobs. I just think that everybody is not to work a job their whole life, especially me. Jobs are good for character development, for skill development, you know, for management training. Because a lot of people have businesses and they abuse people. You never had your character developed. You shouldn't be a leader, because leadership without character development is really evil. And I've seen people get abused like that. So yeah, work that job. You know, if you got a business on the side and you love your job, like, do it. But you shouldn't be paying taxes. You know, you can have a business on the side and be taking a lot of different write-offs for a lot of things. And I'm not a tax professional or an accountant, so you can look into those things on your own. But there are a lot of advantages just to having a business, you know, so make sure you take advantage of that. And do like Donald Trump, you know, however you feel about him. I'm not a particularly political person, but I am about the money, you know, so yeah, just check into it. If you haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, check that out. You know, and also check my book out. I got a book on Amazon called The Money Book. You can just search my name, Jay Gladney. It's just about personal credit and business, and, you know, how to use it and leverage it. So check that out. If another video pops up right here, check it out.